Great. Keep on running.
Yeah, keep on
That's what we say. Keep on running.
Exactly.
And you just keep putting some food in.
Yes.
Right.
So the duathlon on the 18th of March, that's a cycle. You just tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, sure. It's 7k run, then 25k cycle, and 7k run. It's not as hard as it sounds. Because
Just do a quick mileage for that, for those out in Imperial.
quick miles, that's about 25k would be about
12 and a half
12?
miles?
13. About 15,
That's 15, 16.
18, about
We're all
about
trying to
20,
work it out.
about 20 in total. But the cycling piece is obviously the
Quite
mileage there is not as
short.
difficult.
Yeah, and running 7k,
It's
that's only about half.
It's about 3.5
and,
miles,
yeah,
or
yeah.
so 4 miles. Yeah,
40
yeah.
minutes or something.
Yeah, about that, yeah. And so we've run that now for 6 years, and we are looking for about 250 entrants this year.
Right, okay.
And they start off from Pound Lane in Marlow, and they run.
So they start off with the running first?
Yes, they do, running first. They run around the beautiful Thames Valley and around the scenic parts of the country around there. And they come back and do a transition, and then they do 25k on their bike, which is through the Hambledon Valley, which is so beautiful.
It is, yeah.
Oh, yes, yes. Nice and hilly.
It is hilly.
It is quite
I know
hilly.
you know your hills.
Yeah, we love our hills in Marlow.
The Marlow Striders, they've put together the most gruelling of half marathons ever.
Yeah, they do. So yeah, we're doing very well on entrance so far, but we're still looking, obviously, for, if you want to.
Let's hope people will be listening. And if you go onto the Marlow Striders website, which is literally marlowstriders.co.uk, you can. One of the tabs is for the Marlow Duathlon. It's dead simple. I've just had a quick look at the map, and I can see exactly where to enter online. So it's not that far. If you can run for 40 minutes. You could just ride your bike and then run again.
That's it.
Just put some
absolutely. And there's also individuals
drinks
there
in.
who are not what I call, athletes. They come along because they want to have a Sunday morning where they can get out and about. It's not about speed.
Make some space for Sunday roast,
exactly
I say.
We're there for everybody, no matter what speed they go at.
Yes.
Okay. And the half marathon, when's that on? Is that late? That's in the autumn, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That's on the 2nd of November, and that's on a Sunday. And we were voted 8th best half marathon in the country recently in Runners
I'm
World.
not surprised.
So
it's a lovely race.
It's beautiful, and the main.
Have you done that one, Serena?
Yes, I did it. It was one of my fastest times, and I was doing really well at that point, and I just thought the marshals were superb. The race was really well run, nice goodie bags, and I had a beautiful day because it's often rainy actually that day.
It is. We choose it well.
Yeah. But I had a beautifully dry day, and I can thoroughly recommend it. You will be chuffed to bits with yourself if you do this one.
Yeah, it's undulating, hilly, but they say it's the marshals that make the difference because we understand how challenging.
Lots of encouragement. Yeah.
So,
really gets you up those last bits of hill.
It does indeed.
Thank you.
That's great. What other sorts of events do you do? They're the two main competitive.
Yeah, we have a new event this year organised by the Marlow Riders, which is our riding club, and they get together 8:30 a.m. on Saturdays and Sundays at the Marlow Riders Club, and they go out on cycles, and there's 3 different speeds, so you can be fast, medium, or slower. So it caters for everybody, and what they're going to do here on the 2nd of September is what they call a cycling sportive.
Yes.
That is called a red kite ride.
There's lots of those around.
There are
I live in
now.
Cookham Dean and you see them everywhere.
Yeah, they are indeed. And that's going to be the inaugural event this year, which everyone's looking forward to. So we have those 3 main events.
So that's a cycling event.
How long will that...
How far? Or sorry, how long?
Yeah,
how far?
the distance.
Not quite sure yet. We're still organising
Working
that.
on
But it'll be one where it'll take about 2 or 3 hours, we think, but it's got to be decided yet.
So
But it's going to be
40 mile or 30.
it's going to be scenic and everyone's pace, so it's going to be mass participation.
And we've noticed you've got 3 cycle groups: Cheetahs, Jaguars, and Easy Tigers.
I love that. That's really cool. I'm really getting into my cycling now. I think a lot of runners cross over to cycling after they just want to ease off on their joints a little bit.
Yeah, we've got a few runners who've got 1 or 2 injuries and they go cycling, but again it shows the ethos of the club in that it caters for all different levels.
Yes,
and, we keep on reinforcing that it is a club.
I must admit I didn't know you did cycling, and that's very interesting.
Okay.
And it's good to know. And how much does it cost to join you then, to take part in being in the club?
Club membership from memory is £35 a year. and that includes everything and all our facilities. And there are also family memberships as well, which I can't remember the exact price, but it's about £35 for an individual membership.
Wow, that's really good then.
Yeah, we're just having a quick look on the website to get that information.
Well, bearing in mind it costs about, your best part of £60 a month to be a member at a private gym around and about in this area.
Yeah.
So to be a member of a club, for an adult, £35 or $50 for a family, that's so good. And you can run twice a week plus the events.
Yeah. And the other thing about the club as well is that some people like to do the races, some people like the social events, which is once a month, others like the walking, others like the cycling, and it is just that wide mix, and you choose what you want to be. There's no pressure on anybody to do anything or be anything. You just kind of find your level and do what you want to do. It's that style.
Are you going to sign up for the MarlowFM 10K, the radio run?
I've been caught out here.
May.
Yeah, I think we need you to be running with us on that.
Need to put that in my calendar. But
you look pretty quick to me.
I would suggest a younger version of me. Maybe 25 years younger. So
no, I think if you run a nice 10-minute mile, that'll do nicely, and you can run with us.
Okay, well that's very kind. That's a very nice offer.
That's the 27th of May.
27th of May. I'll stick that in my diary.
No, it's the 27th of May, and it's our inaugural run. So I'll probably be tapping you up for any tips, because Tina Ashburner, I'm probably going to be a bit involved in it. But and then we're trying to get lots of people to do the marshalling. We need some marshal tips.
Okay.
Apart from clapping and cheering and words of encouragement, those are the best things.
Okay.
And just keeping people, from not, it's just, there's road etiquette, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's race etiquette.
Yeah.
I normally say something when I'm coming up behind and I want to pass.
Yeah.
I just say, passing on your left or passing on your right.
That's right.
And it's normally bad manners to wear music in a race, as in earphones.
Because then you can't hear what's being said.
And if you have to tap them on the shoulder to get them to move.
Well, I think there's two aspects of marshalling. One is the health and safety, which is very important, but the bit that I think is so important is the encouragement. And you see there, sometimes they've got the name on their back on their front. Sometimes it's got the club name. You say, come on, and the name of the club,
Harriers,
or even if not, you say a number, and number 666, nice number. You've got the devil in you and all that.
Yeah,
and it's just kind of those observations, and then people appreciate it and they thank you.
Yeah,
and you may say two or three things as you go along, but to that person who's passing, it's a unique phrase.
Yeah.
So they don't know it's not.
No,
but it's also being honest. If they say, "Are there any hills up?" You say, "Well, there's one more in 2 miles." It's also being honest as well.
Yeah.
And just
be yourself and be human, and people really get a lift. It really gives you a lift when you hear a marshal speak to you and give you that bit of eye contact. And
no, it does. And in terms of, could I mention just some of the people in the club who do great?
Yes, you've got someone called Nick, is it?
Yeah, we've got Nick. I'll come to Nick in a moment because he's famous or infamous. But in terms of some of the key people, we've got Dawn Seagrew. She's our chair lady and has led the club for the last 4 years. Before that was Rod Woodland, 5 years. So a lot of continuity with leadership. And those two guys have really made the club what it is. So a big thanks to them. You've got people like Anne Bowles, who's a person who's always there in the background, pulling it all together in terms of the administration and support and the kit, and is often unsung. And you have people like Anthony Bourne, who does the races and events and makes sure that he chooses events that we'd all like to do and would find enjoyable. So again, he does that. And we also have the men's and ladies captains. We've got Debs Newstead, ladies captain, and Nick Cook, who's our men's captain. Now, Nick was invited along today, but he couldn't come because he's in Houston.
In Texas.
Texas, yeah. I don't think it's a good excuse.
Too far away.
Well, he could have been on the phone, but
we could have done a call.
We
Make him get up. It's,
Nick, though, is quite unique in that he's a spitting image of Alan Partridge.
Okay.
Oh, is
No, he is. He looks like him, but he also sounds like him. So what he was going to do, he's going to come along today and do a spoof.
Yes.
And he was going to come along, and people were going to think, is that Alan or is that this guy called Nick Cook? And he wouldn't have known the difference.
Another time, we'll have him
but we won't tell the audience.
Well, thing is, he'd have done one or two things that wouldn't have gone down well. Like knowing me, Nick Cook, knowing you, Vanessa, well, he wouldn't have gone down well. Aha! Yeah. So that sort of thing just wouldn't have worked. So it's But if you want to ever see Nick, if you go down the high street and you see someone who looks like Alan Partridge, don't say, hey, Alan, just say, hey, Nick, and he'll be him.
Yeah, well, now we know.
Or try Googling, if you Google Nick Cook here,
Yeah,
it'll actually say, do you mean Alan Partridge? It does.
That's brilliant.
He's obviously done something. He works in IT, does he?
Well, we'll have a look at that now when we play a track, and then we'll come back and talk a bit about nutrition for runners.
We will indeed.
Feed the runners.
Yeah.